All right, folks. What an episode we have for you this week, because we have the one, the only Jordan Morris on with us. Jordan, I'm such a fan of his. You might know him from his podcasts, Jordan Jesse Go and Free with Ads. He also is a writer, and he has some new comics coming out. You can get his new Venom comic at bit.ly/goofriends and his new Predator comic at bit.ly/bigdangfight. We're going to talk about this on the show, and the links will be in the description too. To support this show, patreon.com/late night. Sign up at any tier to get ad-free and video episodes every week, and $5 a month or more gets you a mini episode every week as well. All right, enjoy this conversation with Jordan Morris. So I realized, Jordan, that I actually meant to talk to you about this last time. We have a mutual connection in Ed Scudder. And Lin Wang.
Nice guy.
We Ninja Sex Party did the theme song for Dick Figures the movie.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah.
Way
cool.
back.
That's great. That is, yeah, sure.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Which I was a big fan of in high school. So yeah, way back.
Yeah, Ed was my boss on Unikitty, or one of my bosses, I should say, on Unikitty, the Lego movie spin-off animated show. It was my first animation writing job, and Ed was a delight to work with.
Nicest guy. Like, we were, when we started out with NSP, we're probably not right away because that started around 2009, but Dick Figures was like a big deal. And I was gonna ask, so I never watched Unikitty, but it was a spin-off of the Lego thing, huh?
It was, yeah. It was it was the Alison Brie character voiced in the show by Tara Strong, and
legend,
it was like
voice acting legend.
Yes, absolutely, super hilarious. And the idea was that if the Unikitty toy in the Lego movie was based on a show, this was the show.
I see. Okay,
so
very
kind
fun.
of to set up that reality a little bit in the intro, you had little Lego figures turning on the show and watching it. So, they had all their little adventures with we're talking Hawkadile, Puppycorn, her brother, and the rest.
And the rest, yeah. And was it like for kids, presumably?
It was, yeah. I think the idea is that it could be kind of a SpongeBob or something like that, where stony teenagers and hip animation adults could enjoy it. But yeah, I think kids who like the Lego movie were the target audience.
Mm-hmm.
Did Audrey ever watch it, Brian?
Well, she watched the Lego movies for sure, because I've heard both soundtracks probably 5,000 times each. Those songs were on constant rotation.
So you're aware that everything is awesome then?
I am fully aware how awesome everything is, and that it is awesome. Actually, I love the music for those movies. They're
great.
Pretty great, especially the super cool song with Beck and Lonely Island and Robin, I think. Robin just has a really fun, really fun song. And I was like, I remember hearing that and thinking, hey, Fun Beck is back. Like, it's been a while since we had Fun Beck.
We had Sad Beck there for a while, for a couple albums. Beck was, we were all a little worried. Is Beck okay? Should we check on Beck?
I remember
Beck is back.
I was visiting Chapel Hill when Sea Change came out. I remember walking to the store and buying Sea Change and, being so excited the new Beck album, and you put it in, you're like, oh, Beck's sad. Beck's sad now. Yeah.
Oh, Beck, sorry, man.
But I loved like young, crazy Beck.
Yeah.
Back, not quite Mellow Gold, but like Midnight Vultures. I loved
Midnight Vultures. Is a blast, totally.
Yeah. No, I haven't listened to it in years, though. I assume it holds up, but it's one of those albums I probably know start to finish, without having heard it in forever. But yeah, Leighton, are you too young for Beck? Is anyone too young?
No, I'm not too young for Beck, but I've never gotten deep into the discography.
Mm-hmm.
That's my exciting answer.
Yeah. Sea Change was a big departure. He was
Oh, would you call it a sea change?
Oh yeah, you know what? I really
Oh,
really
now I get it.
See?
Oh,
Finally.
okay.
would. The penny drops. Yeah, I forget. I think he had a breakup or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Beck
I try
had a
not to pay
breakup?
too much attention to Beck's personal life, although I think he's a
backup?
Scientologist. Yeah.
I think former question mark. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should.
There's definitely a really big difference between Scientologist and former Scientologist, because one of those is like cool and brave, and the other one is
sure someone you got to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
It's hard to when I first moved out here, I think I underestimated the amount to which you just see Scientology stuff around before I was out here, and then you just
they have like
drive by
billboards for streaming shows. It's
all over, and you can't if
like
you're
if you
anywhere
don't
near...
like if you don't clock the Scientology logo, I'm like, is that a new show on Peacock? Oh no, this is a Science. I'm like, I haven't heard of this. This is probably on Peacock, and then you're like, oh wow, this is a Scientology thing.
That's right, and you're driving by like, oh, you're like, what's that cool big blue bill? Oh, whoa.
This big blue building suspiciously right next to a children's hospital full of vulnerable parents.
Yeah,
and
but that
children.
building is so cool. Like, it feels like old school LA. It's got a big tower thing, like, or not tower, but it's just
I
tall
mean,
and
listen,
big and blue.
An evil bunch, perhaps, but they got an eye for real estate. They got an eye for real estate. You can't.
Yep.
They've got that Hamlindigo blue building locked down.
Oh, yes, very, very nice. Also, there's something right near the Tiki T, too, I believe. There's some, like,
it's like a little
right
studio or something. And hold on, there's a black van pulling up outside my house. This is kind of... Let me just check on this. You guys gab without me. I'm going to go see what this
I'm
van
sure it'll
wants.
be fine. They love being talked about in public.
They sure
I hear.
do.
They really do.
Yeah, right.
They're like, hey, any press is good press.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's the
psychiatry and
Scientology way.
psychiatry and industry of death, an industry I am single-handedly holding up with my prescriptions.
But Leighton, you seem like the type of person who you must have read about this stuff or watched Going Clear or something of the sort,
course.
right? Yeah, you like it when...
I'm deep. I'm deep. I've gone deep on it. I've read the several of the ex-member books and watched the documentaries, and
Boy, there were a lot of docs there for a minute. There
was like Ross and Carrie do Scientology or whatever, where they saw how far they could get into it, which that was fascinating. The thing that I mostly remember from it is that when they got a guided tour of like Psychiatry, the Industry of Death, because it's like a museum for Scientology, right? Or whatever the place is. They had like a Battlefield Earth room that the tour guide was like desperately trying to usher them through of like, nope, don't ask any questions. It's fine. Like
maybe they started constructing the room before the movie came out, and they're like, the movie's going to be huge.
Yeah, it really is going to be huge.
Have a room there. Kind of like how Universal Studios still has the Waterworld stunt show.
Oh, but now Leighton and I actually have seen this together.
May they never get rid of it. It's my favorite
I know,
thing.
keep it around. I think now I read a statistic. Listen, big Universal guy over here.
Okay,
huge.
great.
Was a season pass holder for a minute.
Wow, okay.
Always thinking about turning it back on. I love to ride the movies. I read a statistic somewhere that more people have seen that show than have seen the movie at this point.
That seems extremely plausible.
I'm a statistic. I've never seen the movie.
Oh, there you go. Don't worry about it. The stunt show is all of the fun of the movie without any of the weird,
none of the
hard
piss
sci-fi
drinking?
and pee drinking as well. Yeah.
Oh,
although maybe to some that's a reason to see it, but
yeah, for Brian it is.
Your mileage, yes.
It's a hobby. If nothing else. Now I've talked about this on this show before, but in high school, a friend and I were very into the science fiction of L. Ron Hubbard. And so not only did I read Battlefield Earth, which is like 1,000-something pages, it's very long.
Were you, now when you say you were into it, were you like, was it kind of an ironic The Room type of into it, or were you just like, this guy can spin a yarn?
I mean, pretty much that.
Sure can.
Right? Like I was in my, I will read any sci-fi fantasy thing you put in front of me, especially if it's like a weird looking paperback. And somehow this, crossed our paths, and one of my close friends and I read not only Battlefield Earth, but his Decology, the 10-part series Mission Earth. I was just looking up that because I forgot the name. There's no way it's not terrible, but I read probably, I mean, each book must be at least 300-400 pages, so I probably read, I read thousands of pages of L. Ron Hubbard's works in high school, which is, I don't know anyone else that has read Mission Earth in its entirety.
And you made it. You made it out of that without becoming a Scientologist. I guess I don't know you're not a Scientologist. I suspect that you're not. I don't know you that well.
You know what? I can publicly confirm that I am not a Scientologist.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to put that on the record.
Out your Satan levels right now.
They're
because
quite high indeed.
Welcome to the podcast Satan Night with Brian Wecht.
Oh, very nice.
That's Brian Wecht. And mystery guest, what's your name and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Jordan Morris, level 5 volcano ward. I don't know what their titles are. Hi, Jordan Morris. Maybe you know me from podcasting. I do Jordan Jesse Go and Free with Ads over there on the Maximum Fun Network. I occasionally pop up on the YouTube show Good Mythical Morning. Maybe some folks watch that. And I also do some writing for animation, like we mentioned, and for comic books, including the upcoming Marvel miniseries, The Amazing Venom, with artist Luke Ross. Plug to come.
Okay, plug to
Congrats.
come.
Plug to come. Thank you.
We'll tantalize them with it.
That was not a plug, so.
I mean, so Jordan, I think I told this to you when I was on Jordan Jesse Go 6 or so months ago. You're podcasting royalty, dude. Like you're, a true legend of the medium. I mean, you guys have been at it forever. 20 plus years, and it is like I hear your voice, and I've been listening to you for forever. And it's just like, oh my God, I know that voice, kind of stuff.
We may not have, we may not be setting records in terms of listenership, but in terms of number of episodes, we have kind of a decology, we like to call it. We have kind of a decology of podcasting. We were early, and that's definitely like, mostly due to Jesse Thorne, my Jordan Jesse Go co-host, a show on which you've appeared, Brian. He was just kind of early to podcasting. He figured it out. It was this deep nerd thing at the time. I did not know what it was when he asked me to do it. Jesse and I had done a college radio show together over there at UC Santa Cruz on KZSC 88.1 FM, the Heavyweight 88. Maybe you've heard of it. And we both kind of like moved to LA around the same time. And he's like, we should do our old college radio show as a podcast. And I was like, what are you talking about? And, it was one of these things where you had to like set up a blog feed to listen to it. It was like basically Mac shortcuts and Firefly fan fiction. That's what podcasting was. And then us, interviewing local comedians. And we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, and I mean the litany of guests is amazing. Like some of the people you guys get on is just incredible. Some people you've had on multiple times. I heard your recent episode with David Wayne and Ken Marino.
Oh yeah, God, what a thrill to talk to those guys.
Oh my God, I mean, talk about hard for me to think of people who have been bigger influences on my comedic life than those guys and everybody in the kind of state crew. And just a big part of my cultural intake when I was exactly the right age to watch The State and Stella and all those guys.
Same here.
And like you get such great guests. It was really fun doing it in person too. I love that you guys record a lot in person when you can.
Oh yeah, thanks. I know we started doing it in person because old man here. There was no remote recording option, or at least not a good one. So we started out taping it in Jesse's apartment, in just his apartment in Koreatown, and people like didn't know what it was when they came over to do it. Now everyone has a podcast, and they're podcasted out and kind of tired of doing them sometimes by the time we get around to asking them. But we were doing it in an apartment, and I think Jesse and I, we did our college radio show together in a little college radio room, and we were like improv buddies. I know it'll shock you to know that I was into improv as well.
Nobody would have guessed,
what an enigma this guy is. can't pin him down. So yeah, and I think we, kind of come from improv, so kind of being there and kind of having that IRL chemistry is, works for us. So,
for sure.
But I think a lot of people who started podcasting, in this era of remote recording, do a great job with this. So, it's just kind of, it's just kind of our preference, but we do record remote sometimes.
Well, it was nice to meet you guys in person. I mean, that was the most fun part, actually.
It was
just
fun,
being there in person. I was going to ask, so who's like your biggest get? Who's your Obama? Mark Maron. Who's your, besides myself, of course.
Yeah, well, it was you. We actually bumped Obama for you.
No, I was in my rider. Yeah.
You must bump
Obama. Book Obama.
President.
After you book me, book Obama, then bump him.
I need receipts that you've snubbed him. It's very important.
Yeah.
So we so kind of the people I think we are similar dudes. Brian, you and I are similar dudes of a similar age. So you're people from the States. A little older
than you. Yeah.
We've had a couple of kids in the hall. Those were big for me. So getting to goof around with those types of people is just such a thrill. And anytime we're doing something and they laugh, it's just oh my god, I dude, Dad's proud.
Absolutely.
But people we've got to have Judy Greer on a couple of times, and she's so great.
Amazing. She's the best. Yeah.
And because of Jesse's, Jesse, my co-host, hosts Bullseye on NPR, so occasionally we'll get a Kai Ryssdal, or
he was a recent one, right?
Yeah,
Kai Ryssdal was really fun.
So it's or Kurt Anderson. So it's very fun to have someone from that world. And I should mention, if you have not heard our show, I say we interview people. We don't really. We kind of just fuck around. Maybe you guys are familiar with
this. Yeah, we don't.
So it's fun. It's fun to just take someone like that, and when they enjoy just kind of being dumb, it's really fun.
It's the best thing. That's kind of my barometer for a good guest, is how dumb they're willing to get. And my favorite is when we have someone who's clearly nervous about it, and then by the end of it they're being dumb with us. That feels good.
That's right. I was telling Leighton that I think you guys talk about cum almost as much as we do on this show. It's I felt a simpatico.
It'd be interesting to get an official cum count at the end of episodes, and then we could kind of compare.
Yeah, listeners, throw it in there.
And we can see a little graph, like at the end of Mario Party. How many times we've mentioned cum, and you get to see the little...
Yeah, we could make an animation. It could,
that would be cute. It could be little sperms with their tails flapping.
Ooh, that's good.
Just brainstorming here. Ed Scudder, call us. I know you have Mario movies to make, but
I like that you guys. I mean, similar to what we do here, you guys are not afraid to be. It's not horny's not the right word. Although it's not the wrong word.
Well, I would say I do not have the research to say this confidently, but at least for us, it's horny in the way that a 12-year-old who knows two things about sex is horny.
Right.
It's very abstract.
We're willing to go there,
toilet.
I think, is more the thing, right? To make those jokes and then,
I think when we talk about cum, it's not
what we talk about when we talk about cum.
Let's dig in here. What are we talking about? What are we really talking about when we talk about cum?
What is cum anyway? Yeah,
what does cum represent in the American psyche? I think because we are gross, but I don't think you would call us edgelords. We're not doing it to shock. I think we're we're being dumb to make the other one laugh. And I think sometimes the dumbest thing you can do is wonder what sound Waluigi makes when he shoots a load, And it's kind of just what can I say to make everyone laugh? And sometimes that's it,
Yes.
But I don't think it's from trying to we're not doing it in an Austin, Texas comedian way, and an Austin, beautiful town. But
of course,
the comedy scene,
little iffy on the comedy scene.
Sure, yeah. We're not doing it for that reason. But I think we're just kind of trying to be dumb and make everyone laugh. So
yes,
anyway,
I think we have the same philosophy.
Yeah, I think my favorite guests, there are many of them, but in terms of like what feels comfiest for podcasting for me is when we just have really, really close friends on. And then it's just where this is a genuine hangout and you're just listening to it. Who are those people for you in terms of like...
Yeah, like people who you would say like put the cum in comfy.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Thank you. You know what?
Incredible.
I decided not to say that. And I'm really glad you did because it was just hanging there. So,
yeah, there's a couple of like Jordan Jesse Go like recurring legends for sure. And you're right. It's that thing of like people who you're a little more personally connected with. Do y'all know the comedian Eliza Skinner?
Yes. In fact, I played a few musical improv gigs with her in New York way back in the day because she was in I Eat Pandas with Glennis, I think was her partner's name. And yes, so I did a few musical improv things with her 20 years ago.
She's a wonderful friend. We, kind of moved to LA around the same time. We both did improv. She, of course, is a great improviser, but also a wonderful musical improviser. And she's like been my boss a couple of times. Like she was the head writer of a TV show that got yanked off its streaming service called Earth to Ned. That was really wonderful. Pirate it at a, torrent site near you. And yeah, so, we, in addition to being buddies, have that kind of, we were in a writer's room together, back and forth chemistry. And she also, I think, has that value of just liking to say crazy things to get a reaction and not to shock. And it's just like genuinely one of the funniest people in the world ever. So yeah, every time she comes on, it is just like, there could be mics. There don't have to be mics. We're just sitting around and it's comfy. Also, Nick Adams is a just great TV writer, written on stuff like BoJack Horseman and Blackish, and just like great resume on this guy. He was Jesse's message board buddy in the days of message boards. So he's been coming on the show, and he's just a pal and kind of gets all our inside jokes. And I'll also shout out the great Chris Fairbanks, a really funny stand-up. Chris and I worked together for years on a TV network that's not around anymore called Fuel TV. And then we, and again, in addition to being buds, we have that we work together kind of writing room chemistry. And he's he's so funny to dick around with.
Yeah. I've actually learned about so many great people from your guys, from Jordan Jesse Go.
Thanks. Yeah.
And so many people that I hear on your show, and I'm like, whoa, that person rules. I should check out their stuff. And I'm trying to think of a recent example. Diallo Riddle.
Oh yeah, he was great.
I was just like, what a fun guy, and I just loved his vibe. He was a fun guy. And since I started listening to one song after that, and the podcast he does with Luxury, it's like a song exploder type thing. It's great.
Yeah, I know. I hope that happens with our show. I always like hearing that from people. Like, oh, I heard this person on your show, and I checked out their thing. Like, because, maybe this is something y'all notice with podcasts. I don't know. Maybe I'm a man without a country here, but it seems like the ones people write about and recommend most have huge celebrities hosting them.
Isn't that true? Yeah.
Hey, check out Good Hang with Amy Poehler, sponsored by Walmart. Dax Shepard's out there doing it. He's the best. Anyway.
And these are all some of the top 100 podcasts, I believe.
Yes, of all time.
Yes, of all time.
Yeah, and you'll detect a little bit of OG podcaster bitterness in my voice, maybe. But yeah, I think that I always like hearing that because yes, we love to have a more famous person from time to time, but also it is just great to like have somebody on who we think is awesome, who is doing a cool thing, and it's nice. It's nice when everyone listens to each other's thing and buys the books and goes to the Largo shows and all the other stuff. It's genuinely one of the nicest things to hear about when people say they listen.
Yeah. How do you now? We're 6 years into this, Leighton?
6 years, right? Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Pretty good. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is episode 3 something for us. 320. I'm not exactly sure.
Maybe
320 or so. How do you keep up the motivation, Jordan? Like, it's things wax and wane. I get it. But you've been at it for a while, and it's true dedication, and it's still great, honestly. Like,
thanks. That's nice of you to say.
Current shows are still super fun and a joy to listen to. How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I like doing it. So that helped. Yeah, I know. And it's fun. And like Jesse and I are buds. And I think
writing down a note, like doing this.
Learn to like.
Yeah.
Enjoy company of co-hosts. I think something that, just kind of happened naturally is that like, Jesse and I started doing this in college when we lived in the same dorm room. And then, in our 20s when we first moved to a new city. But we're older guys now. He's got a bunch of kids. We, for a while lived on different parts of town. So just like, it was just harder to see that friend. But we had this thing every week. We're like, oh, I'm going to see Jesse, and so I don't know, what would have happened if we didn't have the podcast. Maybe, maybe we wouldn't have seen each other that much. I'm sure we still would have kept in touch, but like this thing is just kind of there's always another person there and a producer and stuff, but it is just like a weekly hang with a friend that I love seeing.
100%. I mean, I feel the same way. Like Leighton and I, when we started this, we were friends, but we'd see each other
close.
At the Game Grumps office pretty regularly, but not close at all. And then over the course of doing this, have become very close friends. And it is like the best part of the show is that I get to hang out with this person that I admire and love talking to, at least once a week for a couple hours.
Gotcha.
And we
Or 5 times in 1 week.
Yes, occasionally
like we're kind of about
episodes.
to do.
Sometimes you got to bank episodes. And
yeah, we get it. And it is amazing. It makes me appreciate how with a really good friend, you'll still have these conversations where you're like, how have we never talked about this?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe we never, this never came up, or I never knew this about you. And, it's the best.
Or making it work when we're both punchy and then it ends up kind of being our best stuff.
The best episodes have been ones where we were both experiencing personal tragedies and
neither wanted to be there.
Yes. And they were awesome.
Whatever that Christmas compilation show that we did when the Second City stuff was going down was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I guess for context, I'll just say I've talked about this publicly a bit, but we, Ninja Sex Party and other acts I was in, were working with a merch company that went suddenly out of business and, let's say, stole a very large amount of money from
very, very, very many people.
From many, many people. I was hit hard, but not the worst. And it ended up being, well, I don't know what I want to say on the record, but I don't know how forthright they were with their bookkeeping.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And yes, there was a particularly rough, and of course this came through like the week before Christmas. And
it was like
a rough
peak.
time.
You wouldn't even tell me what was happening because you were like, I can't say anything just because there's potentially legal stuff. So I was just like, did you finally kill somebody? Did they finally catch you?
And it all is settled. Like it all worked out, and nobody got anything that they were owed, but it has at least we know that's going to be the case for a while. But yeah, that was I think our best episode we've ever done. And it was like, because we were so just like, fuck it, nothing matters, let's podcast. And
nothing matters, let's podcast. That's a good tagline for this.
Yeah, print up some shirts. I know a merch company not to use.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
There you go.
Isn't that,
I think that like as a podcast listener, like those shows that I love can be like, they're great sources of comfort. They're like a regular hang, and I'm like, even if like I'm doing a shit commute and going to something I don't want to go to, or I'm like, hey, I could throw on an episode of the Flophouse and I can yuck it up with my buds. So yeah, and I think to the people who make them too, like they can really be like that of like, things are not going well, but I have this little space every week where I can go and, goof around. And it's one of those things that sometimes you don't feel like it when you sit down to do it, but then everything.
Well, I think also in the absence of, longer like television seasons and things like this, podcasts for me have become the new like thing I do every week. Like part of my media diet that is consistently there in a way that TV isn't, or at least not the same thing on TV or a movie or whatever, right? When we were kids, it's like, okay, I'm going to watch every episode of Quantum Leap, and I'm going to be there every week at 9 p.m. If I'm not, I'm going to set the VC. Like, this is very important to me that I see everything. And now you can watch 10 episodes of a show on streaming right away, and then you're just done with it. So I think, at least for me, and I suspect for a lot of other people as well, the consistency is a huge part of why it's important.
Yeah, and I think a lot of I maybe you guys experience this too. I have a lot of people reaching out to me and go, "How do you start a podcast?" Yeah, and I think one of those things.
Nobody has ever. Has anybody ever asked us that?
People have asked me that, but yeah.
Well, you could leave the house and go places and talk to people, and this is my social interaction.
But what do you say when people ask you?
But yeah, that's the thing I just say to a lot. Well, first of all, I know nothing about the tech side of it. I am still ignorant to it. I barely know which end of the mic to talk in. It's like, it's kind of impressive, honestly, how little I've learned about the tech side of this.
Yeah.
But I do have a couple of opinions on like how to start a show and what kinds of things to have in a show. And I think that something I tell people all the time is like, consistency, just start doing it, and maybe not a lot of people will listen at first, but you get them and then they listen to the back catalog. And I think that's something that people starting them now bristle a little bit about for whatever reason. They want to do seasons, they want to do short seasons, and they also want people to start listening immediately. And I think unless you are a Polar or a Shepherd, they probably will not.
No.
So it's something that I tell people that they then you see their eyes glaze over and them stop listening to me. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, I do want to talk about comics too, because this is a huge part of your life and a big part of your artistic output. So can we talk now? Look, I haven't actually looked into this too much. Baby Garf.
Yes.
Can we talk about this?
Baby Garfield. Yes. I would love to talk about Baby Garfield.
Tell me everything, please.
Well, let's start at the beginning. Monday, the first day of the week. We all love it. Guess who doesn't? A little guy named Baby Garfield. So there is a line, Boom Studios, the wonderful comic book company. They are doing a line of Baby Garfield comics. This is like based on a little segment of the most recent movie where you see Garfield as a baby.
Oh, I didn't know this.
And let me tell you, he baby.
I bet he's real cute. Cute, right?
Very
the
cute.
allegations are
like
true.
Nermal levels cute.
Yeah. Nermal looks like a pile of shit compared to Baby. Nermal looks like a goddamn burn victim. I'm sure the company loves me putting it like that.
Yeah.
So I have been lucky enough I've been getting asked to do some IP comics lately, which has been very fun.
Awesome.
I've gotten to work with a lot of characters and kind of franchises that I really love. Garfield included. Huge Garfield guy growing up, huge cat weirdo over here. And you buy the little collections at the Scholastic Book Fair. The most fun to buy.
The long ones?
Like the long ones, yeah. Don't quite fit on the bookshelf. We love those.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boom Studios reached out and asked if I wanted to do a story for this anthology, Baby Garfield, Year of Firsts, where you get to see Baby Garfield's first time doing a bunch of different stuff. First time having a hairball, first time in a thunderstorm. So like little cat-based firsts.
Yeah.
And I did Baby Garfield's first day at the beach with Eisner Award-winning artist Tin Pham. I don't know if you know, he has a great memoir that he won an Eisner for called Family Style.
No.
It is a wonderful book. Check it out. It's this very just personal, sweet, funny, sad story about his family immigrating to America and kind of their story told through food. It's really beautiful. And like, if you like food and just if you like, just hyper specific personal stories, Family Style is great. And we just kind of became buds through, we have the same publisher. And so, we met at some events and he has been nice enough to like kind of invite me to, comics things over the years. But he has a very, his book is very like slice of life and it's very real and it's very sad at times, but he's got this very cute sweet style. And when they told me that it was different artists on everything, I've never done this in comics before, but I'm like, I know the guy. Please let me suggest an artist. And obviously they were familiar with him because he is Warren Eisner, the Oscar of comics. So yeah, they let us do it together. And yeah, this is his like first project since his big book is an issue of Baby Garfield. So it's number 3. You can get it if you want to check out Baby Garfield's first trip to the beach. If it's not in shops now, it'll all be collected later into a little kind of anthology. And so it's so fun to see like all these different, and they have great lineups of artists to do these too. They like really, really got some great folks. So like fun to see Garfield in a bunch of different styles, both writing and art. Baby Garfield, so check it out. It's a lot of fun.
This reminds me of a book I had as a kid, which actually somewhat traumatized me, which was Garfield, His 9 Lives.
Oh.
Do you know this book?
So it's also a special, right? It's also like a TV special where you get to see him die, ?
Some of them are straight up horror.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever watched the special. At least I have no memory of it. So maybe it traumatized me so much I blacked it out. But this
logo treatment is so good.
It's
the chrome
nuts. Like the different styles, they get a bunch of different artists and different authors. I think it's different. It's definitely different artists. I don't know about different authors, although I assume so. To write like, basically what if Garfield stories,
right?
And it's
what if Garfield joined the Fantastic Four,
right?
What if Garfield joined Scientology?
and so some of them like he dies, and it's really scary. The style, it was one of I read it many times as a child, but there were certain ones I would skip because they were too terrifying. I suspect Baby Garfield is a lot cuter.
I think the ones I have read, I haven't read every single one, but I think they are cute and funny first, they don't want to make kids grapple with death.
I suspect that this was this must have been mid to late 80s when this thing came out.
Sounds about right.
And I think you get the sense that they were going for something different with Garfield and promptly decided to never do that again because I think it scared kids. Kids like me. Is Garfield cool? I think is what I'm asking now. Is Garfield cool
wonderful
again?
question. So there is a very vibrant and out there Garfield meme community.
Of course. Yes.
I'm sorry, John. Is that the really like eldritch horror Garfield comics?
I don't know that I've seen that, but that sounds
I haven't. Yeah.
Correct. Is that like John meeting Cthulhu?
Basically, yeah. If you just Google it, there's a lot of, it's very Junji Ito inspired. That's fun.
So a fun subreddit to check out if you like dissonance is r/Garfield. So it'll just be like sweet cat nerd collectors going like, I found this cookie jar at a garage sale, and just people who love Garfield unironically and love to collect his merch. And then you will just have weird meme people having Garfield say God is dead, and like those people just post alongside each other. It's the most like fractured subreddit. Go on r/Garfield and just like look at the different agendas. I bet it's like that with Shrek a little bit, because I know Shrek is quite the meme, but
I feel like Shrek must be overrun by meme posting. I think there's kind of the generational difference of people who would have grown up with Shrek like me.
Right.
There's a sincere attachment to it, but I don't think we don't have the same, because like here's a beautiful drawing here of Garfield with his teddy bear, and the teddy bear's dreaming of cuddling with Garfield. It's adorable.
Yeah.
And it's really wholesome, but I don't think you're going to get that from
Rupert? Is that right? Teddy bear's name is Rupert?
I think that's the teddy's name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know my
lore. Oh, maybe that's Stewie from Family Guy's bear. Anyway, what's Garfield's bear's name? I don't know.
Somebody let us know.
I think so. You were a Shrek kid. Do you like legitimately love the movies and like care that they're rebooting it, or is that just a thing from your childhood?
Pookie.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't care about the reboot because I just don't really watch kids stuff. but they were a big important part of my childhood, watching on a portable DVD player with my scratched ass Shrek 2.
Oh yeah.
With the American Idol with Simon Cowell DVD featurette.
Wait, sorry, what? You're gonna have to talk a little bit more about this.
Yeah, Shrek please. 2, there was a little additional bonus feature that had American Idol. And it had Simon Cowell in it, and all the characters did songs.
I'm sure that was cutting edge at the time.
Yes, it was. So that was sweet.
You're the man now, donkey. I bet.
Right, yeah.
The one guy said, who said, "You're the man now, dog." No, oh, no. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Finding Forrester.
Yes. But it would have been appropriate at the time for someone to say that in Shrek 2, I think, right? Yeah.
There was a guy on American Idol who called people dog, right?
Oh, Randy.
Yeah,
Randy. Can't remember his last name.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, these are yes. And also just the phrase
Randy
DVD
Jackson.
Special feature.
Randy Jackson.
Is very of a time, isn't it?
Look, they used to be great.
Only.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If the streaming services added another tier that gives you access to the DVD special feature backlog, because they all had, for a while, they had games and fun little hidden secrets. So if you're a kid with a portable DVD player, that's hours of entertainment.
What now, Jordan? You're a good age to ask this question. First DVD.
So before we bought them, we had the computer in the downstairs office had a DVD drive, and we could get them from the library.
Same.
And I believe the first one I got from the library was American Movie.
Okay.
I know, which is a little bit of a hipster choice.
That's I was
Yeah, thank you. I wish it was something kind of embarrassing and nerdy, but I'm like, oh no, this guy was kind of cool. Yeah, American Movie, that documentary about the guys who try and make the horror movie out in a rural area. Coven, yes. So I think that was the first DVD I got it at the library and played it on the family computer. Awesome. Do y'all have a first DVD purchase? Do you know?
I do. I mean, for me, it was just Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I was just
That's a good one.
that. It definitely wasn't the first one I ever watched. I can't remember what the first one I rented was, but I do remember Ghostbusters, and then an Evil Dead special edition.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
it was a very early one too, which I still have.
I bet there's so many Evil Dead DVDs out there. I bet that thing made crazy DVD money.
Yeah, because this one was it was in a Necronomicon case.
Oh yeah,
it's sick.
I have to find it because it's awesome. It's kind of rubbery, and it's got the Evil Dead 2. Sorry, not Evil Dead. It's awesome. Yeah, and I remember being very excited about that one too. But I remember having a conversation with a friend at the time, which was okay, what's our first DVD purchase going to be? And this is maybe late 90s, I think, something like that. It was a big decision. But yeah, it was Ghostbusters for me.
Leighton, I can see your shelves, so it does seem like you have a good physical media collection. Do you have Blu-rays and 4Ks and steelbooks and stuff?
I have 2 Criterion shelves. That I have not broken out in a long time. But I have a friend who every single time there's a sale texts me. And then it's
I have that friend
decision.
as well.
Yeah, it's a bad decision for both of us to do this.
No, it's a good decision.
Here I am. Yeah. I don't even know what's in my collection anymore.
Well, and you have VHSs, right?
I have many VHS tapes.
I always like people who have the VHS collection. That's I'm sure it's fun to just see a Goodwill and go I'm going to see if they have any
or
Jerry Maguire's.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I discovered this weekend. I was at a thrift shop here in LA, and I had not appreciated the extent to which you get FYC stuff at thrift shops. And I found Inside Llewyn Davis and Into the Woods and Carol FYC stuff.
I needed a VHS for a prop for something recently, and I went to a thrift store and found an FYC Minority Report that I used. That was a good one. Anyway, I should have given it to you, Leighton. I don't have a VHS. Do you have a VHS player? Do you occasionally pop one in and watch it?
Oh, I do have a VCR. I have a pink Disney Princess CRT. I have the race car rewinder. Honestly, Yes. I also, for a while, I was doing like circuit bending stuff, and video mixing with circuit bending is a big thing.
I don't know what circuit bending is.
Circuit bending is you take
really cool.
any sort of little electronic thing that has an IC, like a little circuit board, and you fuck with it until it makes horrible noises and horrible pictures, and it's really fun.
Well, and the gold standard is...
Oh, Furbies?
What?
Is that what you were fishing for?
Yes.
Like this whole shelf, the part that you can't see, there's like Furbies. I have a bunch of Furbies.
Oh, cool. Okay.
A circuit bent keyboard up there. But yeah, that was a fun hobby I did for a while and that I haven't done in years.
Because you were straight up soldering, right?
Yeah, I love soldering.
Yeah.
I miss it because I build keyboards also. Another thing I haven't done in a long time. But yeah, soldering is a very zen state. It's a very enjoyable thing to do. But I didn't make the one for video mixing that I have. I bought it off Etsy. But, having 2 inputs and then a couple of knobs and dials, and you just make terrible images and sounds. And, just pop in like my Exorcist tape and
incredible.
Put something dissonant on my computer with the HDMI. But my favorite tapes to get are like eBay empty tape lots where it's just someone who taped several hours of TV and put it on a tape, and now they're selling it for you to reuse.
And you get the commercials.
I'm not reusing it. I'm using it specifically for the commercials. I have one that's like, coming up next, Deep Space Homer, The Simpsons.
I love it when they would tease what's going to happen on The Simpsons episode. That was so exciting.
Yeah, I have a lot of like alien taped, like Discovery Channel, History Channel, like I forget what is it. There's like an Australian TLC one which has several specials in a row that are like about the history of underwear. It's amazing. I love it.
And this stuff is probably not streaming anywhere. This is just like otherwise lost to time media.
Yeah, with the commercials. Just such time and place. It's wonderful.
What was Carl's Jr. offering for a limited time in 1997?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, one of my go-to YouTube things to watch is like late 70s, early 80s, New York area where I grew up, commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Because these things are just like burned into your brain because, you come home from school and you're watching The Monkees or whatever was on, reruns at the time at 4 p.m. And, they're just, it's like, I haven't heard these things in 30 years and they're just right in there every time. Was there a particular, where'd you grow up, Jordan?
Orange County, California.
Was there a particular local thing that was omnipresent? For example, we had Crazy Eddie in New York, New Jersey.
So if anybody else grew up in the Orange County area, you'll know this familiar character. Buy my bikes! He's the Buy My Bikes guy. He would dress up for every holiday. He was Santa at Christmas.
Wow.
He was a bee a lot. I think he would it's probably springtime.
Like a yellow and black striped
with
bee?
A stinger and dealy bops, though.
Of course, yeah.
He would dress up as a bee, and then he would say, "Buy my bikes." That was our guy. I don't know if it's still there. Is he still buying ads on local TV? I don't know.
I hope so.
Me too.
I think so.
Me too. I hope he hasn't had an awful scandal.
Yeah. Well, Crazy Eddie did. Okay. Do you know about Crazy Eddie?
I mean, he left us all the clues, Mr. Police, if you call yourself.
Have you guys? Do you know who Crazy Eddie? Have you ever heard these commercials?
I feel like you know what? I know it as a cliche. I feel like in like comedy sketches, you would say like, "I'm crazy so and so," and like you would see a sketch about an unhinged, electronic salesman. Is this the guy? Is this the basis of that cliche?
I think it must be because his whole thing was he was talking. I'm going to hit the mic. Talking to the camera like this. His prices are insane. That was his like catchphrase, and it was like these were all over the New York, New Jersey area. Classic 80s thing, and then went out in flames amid some kind of tax fraud or unpaid taxes or something like this.
If anybody was watching my face as he was saying that, I was reading the Wikipedia page slightly ahead of him. So live reaction to.
Well, what does it say? Am I right? It was a tax thing. I think also like the employees were treated like shit. It was like everything about it was terrible, but these commercials were just iconic and constant.
Federal grand jury investigation into Crazy Eddie's finances is an incredible sentence for a Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Yeah, the SEC launched an investigation. Fraud charges. Sentenced to 8 years in prison. Died in 2016.
Oh, R.I.P.
It would appear that Buy My Bike's still around, serving San Juan Capistrano and surrounding areas, still there. He's still dressed as a bee. He has a gray goatee. Listen, do I know this man's opinion on vaccines? I don't. But glad to see that he is still selling bikes in the San Juan Capistrano area.
Did you have a weird Wilmington thing, Leighton? You must have had.
I'm sure, but the only one I distinctly remember at this moment, and it's clearly a bad ad because I think of the thing that I always think of from this, and I have no idea what establishment it was for. I think it was like a pirate-themed bar, but it was like the most monotone narration over very poorly lit shots of the bar, and it's talking about like it has games, and the quote that will always stick with me is, "Hi Dad, I know you're listening and you know what it is. Hit the target and you might get a wet surprise."
Oh, wow.
Delivered exactly like that.
That's phenomenal.
If it was 20 years ago, I would say that's what she said, but I won't say it. I won't say it.
Yeah, well, no, it's
there would have been a time when I would have said it.
So I had my family business.
Wait,
my dad.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to derail. Do we know what the wet surprise was?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't even understand
like
what it was supposed to.
Dunk somebody or something, right? It feels like a dunking thing, maybe.
I think it was like a darts type situation that they're showing off. I don't know. Anytime, I don't want a wet surprise at any time or place.
I want to know why I'm wet.
Although
I might get a wet surprise.
You know, if they go to their way to say dry surprise, equally troubling.
Yeah, honestly,
like, what are you covering up?
Yeah.
I guess if the question is, do you want a dry surprise or a wet surprise, you are going to pick the dry surprise, but I feel like...
Disagree.
Really?
I'll take the wet one. That's just me, though. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that given
that's what you
that,
like,
given that red pill and blue pill.
Yeah, that's true. Offered between Dayquil and NyQuil.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
One of those was very wet and the other one isn't.
What I was going to say is what my... So my family business, my father ran a clothing store that was started by his parents in our little town in northern New Jersey, originally Wecht's Army and Navy store, and started in the 30s, I think 1935, by my grandparents, and my dad and his brother took it over, and my dad would do the local advertisements on the radio station, and they were all comedy bits that he wrote. Now, I have no recordings of these whatsoever, but he would, on our local, I believe there was only one radio station that played them, was our local AM station, you know, right in our little town, Pompton Lakes in northern New Jersey. And it was his true greatest joy to go in and record these and occasionally hear them on the air. So this was like I never really thought about this before, but he was a huge comedy fan, like Mel Brooks and, you know, all the comedians someone of that age would have loved, but mostly like Jewish comedians of that, you know, people he grew up with, who were similar age to him. And yeah, he would record these little local ads for Wecht's.
Wild.
It was just Wecht's by the time they kind of rebranded in the 80s. So it wasn't Wecht's Army and Navy anymore. It was just Wecht's. And
drop the Army Navy, it's cleaner.
That's right. And also it was like they had a scouting section where you could get tents and stuff, but the Army and Navy elements of it were, you know, secondary to just general clothing for.
Well, you shifted from armies to sleeveys.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
That's
good.
You're not wrong, Leighton.
Good.
You're not wrong.
Did you, as a kid, were you embarrassed by that, or did you think, oh cool, Dad's on the radio, or were you like, oh my God, Dad's on the radio?
I think it's a great question. It was never played in front of anyone except us, so it wasn't like friends were subjected to it. Like we would just hear it in the car, and I think had I been in front of friends, it would have been like, oh my God, because my dad
kind of turns it up a little bit. It's like, I wonder what's on the radio. Sounds like a pretty funny guy. He's yucking it up.
as a father who drives my child and her friends around occasionally, one of life's great joys is, oh, look what I'm going to pull up on Spotify. It's one of my songs. And watching her go, oh, and like practically faint, unless it's a song she's in, which for the kid band, there are a bunch of those. Then she feels like a rock star. But if it's something else, and I have to be judicious because of what my bands are, that I play, it is mortifying to her. But I remember, with just me and my
you're getting
sister.
to the point. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting, but when we started this show, it was like a far off twinkle that your child would encounter your larger oeuvre and the various crimes you've committed against video game characters that she adores.
Yeah.
Now she's 12, so have fun with that. We're there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were talking about the sound that Waluigi makes when he comes. This is a big part of this type of question is a big part of my musical output.
Right.
The band Starbomb, and it is truly one of my great fears that not if, but when she finds this.
Sure.
There is a song. The first song we ever wrote with that band is a song about us. And I'll be clear, I'm not very implicated in this because I'm not rapping. I'm just playing music, but still, I'm part of the band. It's about us having sex with Kirby.
And his adventures in Reamland.
Kirby's Adventures in Reamland is of course the title of that song. And it was the first thing we wrote. It was very much trying it out, and it's disgusting. And
sure.
Not really. It's
does he get your powers after he has sex with you?
Now that's a really good question. You think we would have addressed that we didn't directly address?
That's the first thing I think.
Well, yes. At the time, I think I was not as familiar with Kirby, and I was not the chief lyricist on that one. But it widely regarded by the members of the band, the three members of the band, as the worst thing we've ever done.
I don't know. I'm laughing, but I haven't heard it. But the premise is
the premise is solid. Execution was very much hey, let's try this out.
Okay.
Does it stand the test of time? Almost certainly not. And we do have a tour coming up that we will not be performing this song.
I've always thought about, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this for your Zelda and Link obsessed child.
Yeah. So this is a song
Enjoy.
about the relationship between the old man and Link.
I think that was
Zelda.
implied in the game.
I think, yes. I mean, almost explicitly text rather than subtext at some points. But yeah, so we talk about that. That one we're going to play. Okay. That's a scoop. By the way, it's a late night exclusive. We will be playing that on the tour.
You'd have to. That's kind of...
Do you close with that?
It's one of our...
iconic.
We're not going to close it. I'll confirm this as well. We are not going to close with that one.
Interesting. What are you going to close with?
I know. I'm not going to tell you. It's I'm not going to reveal that.
Okay. Well, we could cut it out because I want to know as your friend.
Well, the real answer is
something about giving it to Blanca, right? Maybe.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, believe me. Yeah, there are those in there too. We have some Street Fighter stuff. We have some Mortal Kombat. It's a bunch of stuff. But
you'll have sex with anything as long as it's been in a video game.
If you can control it in a video game, sure. Yeah, we'll fuck it. There's no problem with that.
That's fair. That's really
everybody get him.
But I do want this is a kid who grew up with these Nintendo Land, is that a word? Nintendo characters.
Right. And they've stayed, it wasn't just something that we liked that disappeared, like the Snorks or something. Right. There's just always
I watched every episode of the Snorks.
Yeah.
Absolutely I did. The one where they learned football. Ballet.
Do you have a song about fucking those, Mr. Nasty?
right in their little
Give them their little snork hole.
Yeah.
Like Smurfs, but wet.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing how just those Nintendo characters have stuck around, and just every kid knows who Mario is, regardless of what.
It's impossible to avoid. Yeah. That's right.
And available for you personally, Brian Weck, to defile publicly.
Yeah, that's right.
And musically
and publicly.
It's good for the band, I guess, that those characters kind of,
Yeah, and how,
endure.
I realize
they do endure.
Well, it's true,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get through
Mario
it
can
somehow.
go all night long. If you give him the right power-ups,
They the first album for that band came out in 2013, and I don't think there's a single song on it that would be like, who's that? You know, it like it's
you had a
all
good eye
stuff
for
that's-
characters that had longevity.
I guess so. Yeah. But I did want to talk more about comic. We started, in comics, and we didn't get that we got derailed by the usual stuff we get derailed by on this show. You did Predator stuff too, right?
I did, yeah. Predator Bloodshed was a 5-issue Predator miniseries, art by Rory Coleman and Roland Boshi. Both of them did a great job. The premise of this is a Marvel, because, Marvel has the Predator license now. And so the premise of this is, what if the Predator got loose in a Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter-like tournament? And, it was a goddamn blast to do.
Fun.
I'm really proud of it. It was, I like that. It was one of those things where I'm like, I'll pitch this and they won't pick it. And then that's the one they picked. And I was like stoked to actually get to write it. I love Predator. I think he's the coolest alien.
It's awesome.
And it is. I think the 5 issues are out, but the trade paperback is coming later this year. You can pre-order that now wherever you get your books. I'll throw out a handy URL later on in the plugs. But Predator Bloodshed's so fun to do.
And what an honor to get to do. I mean,
totally
a thing you grew up with. We all grew up with.
Yeah.
And now you're like part of the official thing. It's amazing.
It's canon too. It's in the continuity. I'm stoked. It was really fun to do. And and I kind of, when they asked me, I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm the guy you asked to do this, but I'll give it a whack. Just because I think they didn't want, and this is kind of part of what was so nice about getting the ask. One of the many things that was nice was that my resume is comedy and includes a lot of Unikitty and stuff like that. So, I was kind of excited that they didn't want just like a parody or a, Predator spoof or something, but they're like, just do a Predator story. So, I kind of did my darndest just to do something that feels like it could have been like a movie they never made in 1999 or something like that. Or, kind of a lost Predator thing that, feels like it's of a piece with the other stuff.
I feel like there's been a Predator renaissance, really, with Prey and that. And I didn't see Badlands yet, but I'm going to.
Badlands whips ass.
Is it awesome?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I really. Here's a question. Do you think it's appropriate for like a sensitive-ish 12-year-old?
Oh, so Badlands is PG-13. It's pretty, and so most of the violence against anything humanoid is against like androids. So they're getting their heads chopped off, but just the blood is white. It's that white, alien Predator universe android blood. I think it might be a little intense for more sensitive kids, but I think if teenagers have seen any horror stuff or any action stuff, they can probably handle it. It's fun. It is a more chill Predator thing in that it's PG-13, but it's still like super action packed and brutal in many ways.
Because I was debating, my daughter hasn't seen any Predator stuff.
Okay.
For fairly obvious reasons, because she's only 12. But I was like, maybe that's and I haven't seen that one yet. I was like, maybe that's the entree into the Predator universe.
And she hasn't seen, I think I know the answer to this question. She hasn't seen Alien, right? Or Aliens.
No, but she's very interested in them.
Really?
Yes, because she sees the xenomorph and memes and stuff.
Yeah.
She watched me play Alien Isolation, which I only played recently, within the last couple of years. Kind of peeking.
She watched you play
a tiny bit, bit.
And that game looked really scary. I love horror and horror movies. I have a little bit of a hard time with horror games. I'm like creeping through Resident Evil 7 right now, and but I periodically have to turn it off because I get too afraid.
See, Leighton and I have talked about that. This is one of the big differences between us. Is I like horror movies generally. I can't handle most of them. Like I can't handle gore. It just fundamentally bothers me. Horror games I can play all day and it's no problem, and I fucking love it. But Leighton, I think
I am the exact opposite. I will go for the most extreme horror stuff. I will watch literally whatever. Love it. It does not raise the heart rate generally. It's like a cozy experience. Horror games, other than Dead by Daylight, I cannot do. Not even because it's scary, but because it's stressful.
Yeah.
To a point that it's like not fun anymore. I will happily watch people play horror games, though.
Yeah. I'm kind of that way too. I dive into one every now and then, but I will watch your gnarliest giallo movie, but
exactly.
The Resident Evil games kind of freak me out. So.
Well, Leighton warned me about Resident Evil 9. She's like, "You're not going to be able to handle this." And
did I say that?
You did. You were like very concerned about me and my well-being playing
I don't think I said it like that. I was just thinking like you would like it because it's ridiculous. It's Evil Dead-ish.
But you were concerned about the gore. You were concerned about the gore.
Well, yeah, because there's massive chainsaw fights, and I was concerned. Yeah, okay, you know what? You were concerned, yeah.
But Alien Isolation is scary. It's really fun, and the production design of it is that exactly that first Alien movie with like the white cushiony padding all over sort of look, which is just the best. And I love it, for nothing else, getting to walk around in that world and and live in it for a bit. I loved it.
Get a Steam Deck and play Routine, man. I swear, you'll love that game.
I know.
And Alien Isolation 2 is coming out this year.
I have heard this. Yes, they've been very excited. Shall we move on to some segments?
We shall. I guess it's good we didn't get going off on horror movies earlier because, as we know, anybody who listens to the show knows it is very easy for that to become an entire episode once we get on that train. So
I don't want to prevent you from talking about. Is there anything you'd like to talk about with horror since we just mentioned it?
Tops. People always get stressed out when I ask for like top or favorites, but like if you had to think of 3 horror movies that you really, really love.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, Predator's up there. One of my favorite movies, period. Let's see. Others. I love the Romero movies.
Nice.
Night, Dawn, Day. Those are so great. I will watch those at any point. I sat down and watched all the Screams recently. That was one where I had seen the first one in theaters as a little shitty teenager and just never paid attention to the franchise. It is a goddamn blast. Is it
really?
I love. Yeah, they're great.
I saw the first 2 in theaters and then not beyond that.
I some are better than others. I kind of like them all. What else? Any other faves?
Brian, do you have it? And do you know what I'm talking about when I say it?
Do I have
the thing that you sent a picture to me over the weekend of?
Oh, I have to go get it. No. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Keep talking.
He's going to get a thing.
Don't stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did he not?
Actually, and it's funny you mentioned this because I was going to bring it and I forgot. I left it in the house. I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back.
What are your I'm sure you've discussed it on the show, but do you have like all-timers off the top of your head?
I feel like it's changing frequently. I get worth saying that I have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre tattoo.
Oh, nice.
Sally
Hell yeah.
Riding away at the end. So that's certainly up there. The
Thing is an all-timer, I think, for me.
It's hard for The Thing to not be one of them. I mean, also like Alien and The Shining and the classics.
You know what I saw recently that I thought this will be a nice time at the theaters, but I left going, this is an all-timer, is Bone Temple. Did you see Bone Temple?
No, I didn't.
So, it is a sequel to 28 years later that came out a couple months, and you're like, oh, this is some other little side thing. This will be kind of fun. And it is a masterpiece. It is a all-timer horror movie. I can't imagine I'm going to like another movie more this year. Bone Temple. See it if you slept on it. It's really, really good.
Okay.
I heard good things.
Brutal, funny, very beautiful, very touching in lots of like weird ways. It's a great movie. Anyway.
Oh, Exorcist 3 is probably.
Oh, I watched all the Exorcists not too long ago, and there's some fun exorcism stuff after the first one.
3, I mean, I haven't seen 2, but 3 is just a banger in both of the books that they're based on. I guess I was talking about this last week, so I won't go further. But William Peter Blatty, he knows what's up.
Okay. 2 is cocaine-y in a very fun way.
Okay.
Yeah, 2's a hoot, but it is does not make a lot of sense.
It's insane. It's insane. Yeah.
The one that came out a couple of years ago was
Believer.
Yes, it felt like not a movie. It felt like something they would wheel in at like a church lock-in for teens, because it was so like rigidly moralistic.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not pulling any of my good. I have not been watching movies much recently. The Vanishing is not necessarily a horror movie, but it's a fantastic thriller. The original one. Love it so much. Oh, you're the one who watched it recently. I became convinced
because of you. We watched it together.
Yeah.
Well, not together. We watched it for the podcast.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Did you guys see Send Help?
No,
is it good?
Send Help rules. Yeah,
it looks
Send Help
really
is great.
fun.
Yeah, maybe if not for Bone Temple, would be my favorite movie this year.
Yeah.
Did you see Obsession?
Awesome. I have not seen either of the Gen Z horror movies. I have not seen Obsession or Backrooms, but I'm curious. I feel like I should. Did y'all like either of them?
You should see Obsession while it's in theaters. I would say it's probably. I wish that I had seen it with a bigger audience. I have not seen Backrooms yet, or Hokum, which everybody keeps telling me to watch.
Oh yeah, I've heard nice things about Hokum too.
Yeah, but Obsession was really great. I haven't had that experience.
And you hate everything, so that means something.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's the first. I haven't had an experience like that with a horror movie in a theater since Hereditary came out. So that's like tall expectation there, but just in terms of like being genuinely extremely stressed out and like, oh God, where are we going here? Obsession was that.
Okay.
Well, I returned with the thing you wanted me to get.
Let's see this thing.
Now, this thing is, as I mentioned, I was thrift storing this weekend with my family, and I happened upon several treasures, including some of the FYC stuff, but one of the best things was a pint glass. Now, before I show you, I'm just going to say it came like this. I didn't do anything to it. It is a pint glass from the movie Scream, where the S, someone scraped the S off of it.
Wow.
So it just says cream.
Wow.
On it. And it says something under the screen.
Does this count? Does this count toward the cum count? Toward total cum count?
I think it absolutely does. Absolutely it does. I mean, that was my intention.
Yeah.
And yeah. So there it is. The cream pint glass. I also got the one, I got a few things, but I'm not going to turn this into a show and tell. A mug from COD Pod, the official Call of Duty podcast.
I was hoping it was about fishing.
Really fun. Did I buy anything else fun? Well, I have a stack. Well, I should.
It's a good haul.
It is a good haul. When he sent the picture of the cream glass to me, I was like, please buy, please tell me you bought it. And then I realized it was in his kitchen, because like I was panicking. Like, there's no way he would have left this.
I mean, do you just drink half and half out of that? Do you just fill it up with half and half? And
to the brim, so you get the milk mustache?
Well, I think a half and half water shandy is what I'm going to drink.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun summertime treat. Because it's
a lot, just half and half is there's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so one thing I do when I do my smooth jazz shows is I find merchandise items and sign them and sell them at an insane markup or auction them off. And so I found, what did I find? Michael MR's Easy to Master Card Miracles. Look at this guy's
Miracles.
face.
Speaking of DVDs, that's got to have some special features on it, huh?
Yeah. I found one. Now, I haven't been able to sell these because they're too depressing, but it is a series of medical DVDs. This wasn't this last time, but a couple months ago in Palm Springs, series of medical DVDs called The Sounds of Heart Failure.
Okay.
Did
the
I not
name
tell you
of your
about that,
new
Leighton?
album? No.
I know. Right.
I mean, that does sound a little smooth jazz.
I know.
Trey
right?
Magnifique's
It's actually.
Yeah.
I also got this amazing. Can we see that? Amazing magic tricks with sponge balls.
Okay.
Pretty good. Good cover art
Amazing cover.
on that. Only disc 3 of the Hellboy special edition.
Cool.
Okay.
Just
so that's
got to
be like the interviews or something, or behind the scenes.
It's got. Oh, here it is. It's video introduction by Ron Perlman.
Okay.
Cast video commentary with Ron Perlman, Selma Blair, Jeffrey Tambor, and Rupert Evans. Production workshops, makeup and lighting tests, Q&A archive, Comic-Con 2002. A quick guide to understanding comics with Scott McCloud.
Oh,
Director's
Scott
Notebook.
McCloud.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I know. Photo galleries, Mike Mignola, pre-production art, conceptual art galleries, and comic book artists pinups.
Well, who needs the movie?
I know.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's that's
peak special features. I guess I probably should have mentioned
good.
earlier in the conversation that I went to school for sequential art. I dropped out after 2 years, but I went to SCAT and studied comics.
Here's my FYC Carol.
Very nice. Have you considered it?
I am considering it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're watching me do it.
Good.
Yoga Booty Ballet Live, Hip Hop Abs.
Ooh, I'd like to consider
that. I definitely did not read the B. The B looks too much like the S.
Yeah. Now you can keep having fun while you shed pounds and inches with Yoga Booty Ballet Live.
Wait, where are you losing the inches?
Yeah. Turtle Shell Case of Return of Jafar.
Gorgeous.
Nice. And it's really fucked up. It's kind of like, you can see it's a little messed up. And then this one is less interesting, but Despicable Me, Minion Madness 3 mini movies.
Incredible.
And this Michael Walton cassette.
Leighton, do you have a greatest DVD special feature of all time?
Ooh.
Or a DVD like, the Hellboy one we just saw that is so wonderfully thorough you need to have it?
The first thing that comes to mind is that the Saw commentaries are amazing with Lee Whannell, Cary Elwes, and James Wan, because they're so funny. There's a very fervent gay shipping Gen Z, Gen Alpha fandom for Saw. And so somebody has a Google Drive where they uploaded every single Saw commentary. And they have the ones between, why am I blanking on Jigsaw's name? John Kramer. Why am I blanking on his name? I'm such a fake fan.
The actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Tobin Bell.
Tobin Bell, thank you. He does one, I think for the third one, he does one with the actress who plays Amanda. So there's a bunch of different combos of people doing the Saw commentaries. Those are great.
Do people ship the clown in anybody? Like little clown who rides the trike? Do people want him to get it on with
the
trike?
Danny Glover?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should, really.
They should. That'd be hot.
Yeah. Lethal Weapon 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his character's name is Detective Tap, so...
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Little tri-tap.
It's
right
tri-tap
state.
It's right there.
What's the this doesn't narrow it down, but what's the commentary where they're all high and fucking around? I feel like we were talking about this recently. Yes. I feel like there was one specifically we were talking about recently.
I mean, that's how the one for Hot Rod is, because it's just the three Lonely Island guys doing bits
Maybe
the entire time
and not
talking about the movie. The John Carpenter and Kurt Russell commentary for The Thing, speaking of The Thing.
That's the one I'm
really
thinking
good.
of. Yes.
You hear them lighting cigarettes the whole time. It's amazing.
I like John Carpenter's crankiness is really funny. His brand of I'm annoyed having to do this interview is, sometimes that vibe turns me off, but his version of it is so funny.
Well, have you seen him trying to play the Halloween theme on the Nintendo Labo?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I know what I'm looking up after we get done with this.
I like it when he was is still in this era of, I'm not talking about movies, I'm only talking about music. Okay. And that has lasted 10 years or more or something.
Also, he's a gamer.
He's also a gamer.
I'm putting a link to this video in the private chat for later for everyone's reference, because it's wonderful.
That'll be really fun.
Well, let's move on to segments, unless you have other horror things you'd like to
No, I completely blanked on every horror movie that ever existed and then just said a bunch of obvious ones instead of the cool deep cuts for which I am known.
Our first segment on this show is our pop culture recommendation segment. And this is where, Jordan, you get to talk about something you've been enjoying recently. A book, a movie, a video game. Culture could be high culture, could be low culture. It doesn't really matter so much to us. Just something you've been experiencing and want to recommend to others. The name of this, well, before I say that, I'm just going to warn you in advance that the segment does have a theme song, but the theme song is inserted in the lengthy post-production process.
Okay.
So
it's kind of a wet surprise.
Yeah. When I'm editing, I'm a very wet editor, famously. Mm-hmm.
Turning the dial all the way to wet.
Got to get those hands nice and juicy before you start mucking around with the dog.
Oh yeah.
So it does have a theme song, but you're not going to hear it.
I won't hear it.
You're not going to hear it. The name of the segment is What's Poppin', and the theme song, which, as I said, we insert in post, goes here.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? So
beautiful.
I will ask you the question that I like to ask people, which is, you haven't heard the theme song, but had you heard it, what would you have thought of it?
Oh, maybe I'm in the kind of smooth jazz, quiet storm mind space, but I'm kind of hearing it like a, maybe like a slow jam, like something you would dedicate to that like special lady out there.
Hell yeah. I
something
love
like that.
Yeah.
How is it not that, Brian?
Sensual.
That's so much
genres.
That's so much better.
Yeah. Well,
so much better than what it is.
Maybe I'll do one. I don't know. I fuck around with it sometimes. Right? Maybe I'll do one. Layden, what's poppin'?
What's poppin' for me is a movie called The Parallax View.
Oh,
ooh,
wow.
Good one.
Yeah.
You had never seen this before?
I had never heard of it before.
Really?
Holy shit, that movie is crazy.
Classic 70s paranoia.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
Right?
I was like, more 70s paranoia thrillers, please. And boy, does it deliver. Warren Beatty. Good for him. Cinematographer. The cinematography in that movie is crazy. Not surprising that it's Gordon Willis, who did the Godfather movies. The entire time I just had like a huge smile of pure delight. It's such a treat. Political intrigue, assassinations,
double crosses,
so many double crosses. You don't trust anybody. It's very Invasion of the Body Snatchers in that regard.
Very post Watergate kind of stuff. Like it's. Have you seen this?
They're everywhere. They're among us.
Yeah.
I also love that genre. Give me a conversation. Give me a 3 days of the Condor. That is a very nice little pocket of movies.
I feel like I've been chasing the high of the conversation for a while now.
Tough to beat.
Yeah,
you might want to see one of his other films, Megalopolis.
I want to watch it so bad. It's still not streaming. I saw it in theaters
where the guy stands up and talks to the screen.
I
did.
I'm so jealous.
He came out,
and it was thoughts. Well, okay.
It's incoherent. It's like it's so hard to follow. If you're just like, well, let's see what this nut decided to put on screen. It can be interesting, but it is like, amazing. It's even like it's like you can kind of follow the room, but like this is just. It's like baffling,
and it's long too. Right?
It's very long. Yeah.
Well, you're just pitching me more and more. I want to see it so bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think to a certain kind of like sicko, it's fun. I had a fun time at the movies. And I went with some friends who were kind of like, we got to see this.
What more can you ask for having a fun time at the movies?
It's fun to have a fun time.
But yeah, the Parallax View, it's delights me because there's just like explosions and insane car chases, and then also like bizarrely ahead of its time, like transgressive stuff. Like the whole brainwashing sequence is amazing.
Very
but watching that sequence, it's like, oh, so TikTok. It was TikTok that was radicalizing everybody to kill each other in the Parallax View. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's what's popping for me. I'll shut up now.
My parents showed that to me when I was like 9 or 10. I have a very clear memory of them being like, we should watch this. And it being very upsetting to me.
It starts so strong too.
Yeah.
A little shooting, a little fist fight on top of the Space Needle.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jordan, what's popping with you?
As far as my video game playing goes this year, I have a little, made a little like New Year's resolution, like let's get up in that backlog, right? Baby got backlog. There's so many like games that I've been meaning to play, and you get distracted by the shiny new thing that drops that week. But yeah, I subscribe to like the PlayStation Premium service, which kind of gives you all these, games you can select from. So I'm like, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to play from that when I can and just experience some stuff that one of those. I've always been meaning to play this games. As I mentioned, I'm doing Resident Evil 7, the one where you're in the Texas Chainsaw House. Very scary.
I just played it recently. Yep.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Pretty scary, huh?
Pretty scary.
but I just finished a great game. I'm sure a lot of people who are listening have played, but a new to me game, Celeste. It is a
yes,
it's a
very good.
It's a very deceptively cute game with an 8-bit art style. It is a hard jumping game where the gameplay is hard jumps. They're so hard, these jumps.
And there are a lot.
There's a lot of jumps. At the end, it tells you how many times you died. I think I almost had 1,800. Mm-hmm. Cute little art style, small team indie game, and it does that indie game thing where it's secretly about depression, but not that secret. It's like it's out there about it, and I know that sometimes that stuff can get like a little twee and a little sweaty in indie games, but I think this one does it so well.
I agree,
and it does that in a way that feels very natural, and it doesn't feel like we're trying to blow your mind with how smart we are, but it's just a kind of like, hey, here's a little story we've put onto this, and it kind of fits the gameplay, and it's not crowbarred in a weird way. It really is touching, and it like, I don't know, it looks at that in a very like kind of compassionate, nuanced way, but also is just a very, very fun game that is just a pleasure to look at, pleasure to listen to. Very cool soundtrack.
That composer Lena Raine, guest of the show.
Really?
A couple years ago. Yeah,
beautiful soundtrack. Yeah,
she's amazing. She's a really great composer.
And that's one of those, like, if you've heard people talk about it and you've been meaning to get to it, do it. It's free on this PlayStation thing, or I'm sure a couple of bucks in your digital download store of choice. So Celeste, I loved it.
Amazing.
Cool.
Brian, what's poppin'?
Well, look, I'm going to talk about this. I'm not done with it yet, but I do want to mention it because I just started watching a movie. Now, this is a film that I've known about for a long time. And I finally was, messing around on the Criterion app the other day, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. So I started watching Sullivan's Travels.
Oh, yeah. Sullivan's Travels is great.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway through it, and it's, there's an extent to which any black and white movie feels a little bit like doing work. But this one definitely does it. Like, it just goes out of the gate, and it's snappy dialogue, and it's so funny. I haven't finished it yet, but I was just like into it immediately. And, it famously because Coens took the title, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, from Sullivan's
Travels. It's the movie within a movie. Yeah.
It's the movie within a movie. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I knew it primarily as that and one of the Preston Sturges like classics, which definitely influenced the Coens a lot, but I've never seen a Preston Sturges before, and just pulled it up the other night and was just so into it immediately.
I bought that on one of the Criterion flash sales, and
nice.
It's great. It's an all-time favorite of mine.
I love that era, that 40s era of that's really snappy dialogue where they're back and forth. You almost can't understand what they're saying because they're talking so quickly.
Yeah.
The poster is amazing.
Awesome. The whole thing is great. I mean,
they got the Mid-Atlantic accent. See? Yeah. All right, Mr. Man.
Yep. And it's a
Mr. Bumpkin.
It's about making movies, and it's about being in Hollywood, and especially living in LA. That era of movie making is so far past us now that it's not just a period piece because of it takes place 80 years ago. It's also there's a era of big studios making big pictures kind of thing. It's really fun, and I'm excited to finish it later tonight. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Now it's time for our final segment, which is 3 parts gratitude exercise, 1 part petty grousing. The name of the segment is Peaches and Lemons, and the theme song goes right here. Peaches and Lemons. Peaches and Lemons. Great. That was the theme song, which also should be smooth jazz. But we'll each start with a lemon, which is a thing that is a minor bummer or annoyance. I guess since I hate everything, I'll go first. My lemon is that it's the Dead by Daylight 10th anniversary event. I've been playing since 2017, 2018. It's been a while. The anniversary event is usually the best time of the year to play. There's fun event mechanics and cosmetics. And, for the 10th anniversary, it was big hope that it would be like big and cool. They just got Jason in the game finally. They've had a bunch of like major additions. Anyway, it's the worst event they've ever done, and I'm not even being hyperbolic. I don't know what they thought they were cooking. It's awful. The Survivor side is I feel bad because I'm a Survivor main, but like the Survivors just get this entire like busted kit, and the Killers get nothing. I have played many games at this point. It's so hard to lose in this, and you do something to get away from the killer, and you're like, oh, that was bullshit. I would have disconnected if someone pulled this in front of me. Like, it's not even fun because it's so unbalanced, and that the killer is on the other end, just like fucking seething, wanting to actually kill you in real life. So the anniversary event is disappointing and has limited playability and seems to be dividing the general, but whatever, who cares? That's my lemon.
Okay. Jordan.
Okay, so I have found my moist. Do you know how some people are like, I don't like the word moist, and they don't shut up about it? I never really knew what they were talking about until now. I have found my moist. I was in Nashville recently, which is not a lemon, which is a lovely town. I had a lot of fun in Nashville. Ate like a maniac. Good times.
Food's amazing.
Great tunes. But as I think people know about Nashville, or at least their little downtown, it's a bachelorette party hub.
That's right.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. But I saw 10 million women with a t-shirt that said wifey.
Oh, I knew you were going to say it the moment you said bachelorette.
Really? I've never seen this. I've never seen this.
Wifey
and hubby are both really
Hubby's bad. It doesn't hit my ear like wifey does. Hubby's bad. Hubby has and the whole thing is like a weird, it's kind of like, it's like gendery in a way that's kind of gross. And it's like, well, there's hubbies and wifeys, and we should all use the right bathroom. It has that thing to it. But just the assonance of it is drives me up a wall. Wifey. Anyway, that's my
I've never been
bad. Yeah.
I've never been there, but I lived in Savannah, Georgia, which is also a huge bachelorette city. Yeah, I get it. It's a good moist. It's a much better moist than moist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moist is in there with Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
2010 internet take. Let's move on.
Yeah, 100%.
Brian, what's your lemon?
My lemon is, and this is a relatively rare occurrence, I had to punish my child.
Oh, boy.
Yesterday, she misbehaved. She lied to me directly to my face, and I caught her in it immediately. And I just hate doing it. Like, it's sometimes we took away her tablet, and which is essentially the end of the world. And it's just the worst. It's the fucking worst. This is a being that I love very much, and it sucks to make her unhappy. But it is a necessary part of parenting. We try to be responsible and compassionate about it, but sometimes, sometimes you just got to do it. And it's very rare. Audrey's a great kid, and it's very unusual for us to have to do something like that. But, unfortunately, we felt like it was a proportionate response to lying to me about her tablet. Okay, you lied to me about this. I'm going to take it away for a couple of days.
So she can only play Snake on an old Nokia phone then?
That's right. Yes, that's her flip phone that we give her because she can't be without a screen for more than 30 seconds. Yeah, and then there was a lot of... So the punishment itself is bad. Then there's the part where she's walking around being performatively upset, which is also upsetting, but also kind of funny because of the level of acting.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of like, performative sighing, and Rachel and I are trying to read, or I'm trying to cook dinner, and there's a child walking around looking very sad. And it's like, honey, just go read a book or something. But at the same time, she's genuinely upset. So you have compassion, but I don't know. I hate to punish her, even though I know it's the right thing to do. So that's my lemon.
All right. Amazing. Now we'll each do 3 peaches, which are things that are cool, good, fun, exciting, have happened, are happening, or are going to happen. Oh, I got that in one for once. That feels
really
so
good. First time ever.
After 6 years.
Episodes in,
320 episodes in. All right. I'll go first. First peach, eating a rotisserie chicken with your bare hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Medieval times style.
On that, too. That's right. Yeah.
Just pretend you're at the medieval times watching the joust.
Hell yeah.
No, this is like peak cave girl dinner. Like, just getting in it. I love that very much. It makes me feel alive. My second peach, it was almost going to be my poppin', but then I watched the Parallax View. There is a song that is going a little viral that's 50 seconds, and it's called Bangladesh by Ian McConnell. It is one of the worst earworms I've ever heard because it's amazing. It's so good, and I want him to drop the full version, but it has a very specific structure to it, and it's very fun to try to come up with new lyrics for the structure because it's becoming like a communal, everyone's doing a meme version of it and coming up with their own lyrics, which is fun.
Is this news to you as well, Jordan?
I have not heard of it. Yeah.
It's delightful, includes the line, "You never poison the mojitos of my enemies." Like the whole structure is like, you never do XYZ, and it's all increasingly absurd shit like Animorph transform into a cloud of bees. It's good. My third peach is that we have another Bad Book Club episode coming up. And because of that, I'm reading Ready Player 2.
So this is a thing, Jordan, where it is pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah,
we read a book and discuss it.
Okay.
And in the past, we've done several Dan Browns.
Okay.
We did the
Breaking Dawn. Just threw you into the Twilight deep end.
Yep. The most execrable thing we read, the rationalist fan fiction Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality, which is 600,000 words. And I got through what it was like 2/3 of it, maybe. And it is
you did not get through 2/3 of it.
Just by talking about it, a fedora is forming on your head.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me? Sorry.
Are you going to do it?
Oh,
wait, mine's over there.
Wow, you got a fedora handy.
Well, it's not just a fedora. We went to see Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, and they gave out fedoras.
So did they? That's fun.
Everybody.
Fun
Yeah. But yeah, so for our next one, we can say who the guest is.
Yeah, we can say one of our favorite guests, Chris Grace, is coming to discuss Ready Player 2 with us. And Gunters, get ready for more gunting, because
you got a gun. Hey, Gunter's gonna gunt, right?
Gunter's gonna gunt.
You just stop these guys from gunting.
I started it this morning. I'm 69% of the way through. It's worse than the first one, which is honestly, I'm impressed. So,
well, I will start it
those
tonight.
are my peaches. I guess I didn't express the peach part. I hate it, and I sit there and I want to claw my eyeballs out, and audibly am groaning at Ernest Cline. But at the same time, I'm a hater, so it fuels me. So
yeah,
that's the peach part,
and it gives us something fun to talk about with a.
It gives us a thing to talk about. Yes.
I know it's tough when you do those, like, let's consume something for a podcast. Let's consume something and content it, because you don't, there's a part of us that likes watching your bad stuff, and you're chewing on a cold sore. There's something about it. But I think, in general, we would rather watch something that we like. But I have such a hard time, like, we did for our movie podcast, Free with Ads, we did the Coen Brothers True Grit recently. Wonderful adaptation of one of my favorite books. And I just it's just me going, and this scene's great, and this scene's great, and this scene's great. And like, who's liking listening to this? Just a man saying good things about a good movie. Anyway, it is more fun to talk about how much, Sharknado sucks, or something like that. So you want to,
you also want to be respectful of the people that made the thing.
Of course, you do. You're right.
It is very hard. We try not to be haters on here too much. But when it's a hit, something like a Dan Brown,
that's to a level where you're like, okay, you can take some shots at this billionaire.
Yes.
Like, I never want to shit on an indie game on this show.
No, never.
Indie game developer who has been shit on.
But I think, yes. Ready Player One was a big enough hit that I feel comfortable.
Yeah. It's also like, I learn more from stuff that I hate than stuff that I love sometimes, and that is important for the creative process for me.
Yes.
Just like internalizing, like, why doesn't this work for me to the point that I'm like pissed about it?
Yes. And it's also with that book in particular and Ready Player One, which we also talked about, I'm very tail end Gen X, as is Chris, and you are Gen Z. So there's an interesting like gap in our knowledge base and how desperately he's trying to appeal to us.
Yes. It's tough. Wait till you get to the interminable John Hughes section.
Can't wait.
Enjoy. Anyway, those are my peaches.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Jordan, peaches.
So, I did a lemon. That was wifey. Okay.
Yes.
That's done. Things I like. Hey, con season. She's coming up. I'm doing your San Diego Comic-Con. I'm excited about that. Also, I'm doing my first horror con. I am doing Midsummer Scream in Long Beach. Very cool lineup at this. You got your Barry Bostwicks. Lots of Scream folks. I'm like excited to do it. I've never done a horror con, but I just kind of realized I'm like, oh, I guess I have enough horror stuff in my resume at this point where I could do one. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I'm gonna like the horror kids. I'm optimistic it's gonna be a fun con. So
does that mean you're gonna go and sell stuff, or you're on a panel, some of each?
Yeah. So I think I am gonna just have my little table with my little comics, and I will sell them to people and sign them, and I think maybe some paneling as well. But mostly just sitting at my little table selling my little books. So
cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yeah. Other things that are good. 2 more. Yes. Hey, this is a local recommendation. If you're an LA person, when's the last time you've been to, let me make sure I'm getting the name of this place right. Hold on. Hey, if you're an LA person, when's the last time you've been to Larry's Chili Dog in Burbank?
Dude, yes.
Right?
Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%.
It's been there forever. It has 4.5 stars on Yelp. It's a little chili dog stand. And I went today and got something I wouldn't normally get, but I was feeling fun and flirty and feisty. And I'm like, why not? I ordered the pastrami dog, which seems it would be a little much. Like that's just, there you go. This is just a weird dare thing that you would never get. But I got it. It ruled. Larry's Chili Dog, if you're anywhere near Burbank, and hey, if you're not, check out your local hot dog stand. They're probably pretty good. And hey, one more peach. I started watching this thing for content, and then I kept watching it because I liked it. The Nicolas Cage Spider-Man show on Amazon.
Is it good? Is it actually good?
I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a hoot. Okay. It has a couple of things that are a little creaky. Nick Cage is doing a voice you'll be surprised to know. He's doing a little voice. See Buster Brown? But it's a lot of fun, and kind of approximates that old movie patter that we talked about liking, and the action's fun like little riffs on Spider-Man characters. So
I've been really on the fence about it.
Check it out. I think you'll dig it. It's a blast. It's like it's not The Sopranos, but it's a lot of fun, and he's great, and the great supporting cast. So I liked it a lot.
Cool.
What great peaches.
Great.
Brian.
Delicious peaches.
Yes. Okay. Peach number 1. Forgive me if I talked about this before. I just received recently confirmation that I will be this January returning to my alma mater, Williams College in Western Massachusetts, and teaching a class on puzzle writing and construction.
Ooh.
Now this is a big part of my hobbyist life. And also I'm a professional as well, but mostly it's a hobby. I write and solve puzzles, and the central event being the MIT Mystery Hunt, which is a big puzzle solving thing that happens every year over Martin Luther King weekend at MIT. I've been doing this since the late 90s. It's the best. And occasionally I get paid to write these, not for MIT, but for other people. And I decided, wouldn't it be fun to go back to Western Massachusetts as an adult and bring my LA kid who never gets to see snow to the Berkshires and hopefully get her up a skiing trail and, get her in 3 feet of snow. And I checked, can she do it? Turns out I can just say she's homeschooled for a month. No problem. And I'm going to bring her out to Massachusetts and teach a puzzle class and have winter fun with my daughter. And I'm very excited about it. And it also happens to be at the same time as the MIT Mystery Hunt. So kids who take the class will be able to, do the mystery hunt and we can talk about it. It's great. And I haven't taught, I used to be a professor, but I haven't taught a college class in more than 10 years. So, and it's it's very chill. They take it's a January term. It's called Winter Study. They take one class outside their comfort zone. It's pass fail. And you just get to do something weird that you wouldn't normally do. So I'm going to be teaching a class at a college.
That's awesome. You didn't mention that before. That rules.
Yeah. It was a kind of a I don't know if I'll do it thing for a while. And then I put together
You're going to be a total narc and take away everybody's weed?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, and use it for myself, of course.
Yeah, big old,
bro.
Big old stoner like me. Yeah, just roll it all into one blunt.
Toke up,
that's
buddy.
Right. I'm going to have a little bowl by the door that just said, leave weed here. Mm-hmm. And they have to do that. So that's peach number one. I'm excited about getting the syllabus and everything together. And there's so many great puzzle writers out there these days. It's the best. Okay, peach number two. Am I going to do two kid peaches? Yeah, I am. Peach number two, daughter had a piano recital this weekend. They did it at the Mint, and she played a little piece.
It's a hip
really
nightclub.
Fun. Oh, yes, they do.
How fun for a kid to get to play at a real place.
Dude, she did with with the same school. She's in a little School of Rock thing. They did a show at the Roxy a month ago. It's
Great.
They do it on weekend afternoons. No one else is using this club. They get a bunch of kids in and they play their songs, and it's awesome. And occasionally you watch a 5-year-old play Seven Nation Army and they can't reach the cymbals, and it's the
incredible,
greatest thing you've ever seen. There was a probably 5 or 6-year-old who did a song, I can't remember the name, some country western song, dressed up like a cowboy and did the splits at the end of it. And it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Everybody lost their fucking minds when this kid went into splits, fist up splits at the end. It was absolutely incredible. And my final peach, I just saw this on the table before. This is a card from my daughter.
Oh boy! Happy Father's Day, says the little worm that stretches out when it unfolds.
Yep, Audrey and I love whenever it rains, as it does. Once for 1 month here in LA, we go worming. We look for puddles with worms in them and be like, "Oh my God, that's a huge worm! Whoa, look at this one!" And we pick them up and look at them. And so she made me a little worm card that says "Happy Father's Day, I love you." And look at the shading on these letters too, right? Pretty good.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff.
Did she use the markers I got her?
She did.
Hell yeah.
Leighton and Audrey are art buddies, and occasionally Leighton will come over and do art with Audrey.
Do a couple arts.
Leighton is one of Audrey's favorite people and is cool big sister. I'm
very proud to be in that position.
Yes. Anyway, Jordan, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And for being so generous with your time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Leighton, say the thing you usually say about this time.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug? Anywhere you want to send people?
I do, as a matter of fact. I'll talk about podcasts really quick first. Jordan Jesse Go. That's the chat podcast with me and Jesse Thorne. Brian's been on it. We had a great time. Maybe start with that episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I do Free with Ads with Emily Fleming and Matt Lieb. If you're a Good Mythical Morning fan, you know those folks from there. And yeah, we pick a weird movie that's on Tubi or Zumo Play or whatever, and we watch it and we talk about it. Tons of fun. You can find both those shows at MaximumFun.org. Hey, if you're a comic book reader or someone who can see themselves reading a comic book, boy,
I suspect many people listening are.
News for you. I mentioned it briefly. The new series I'm writing with artist Luke Ross is The Amazing Venom. Venom, you know this guy Venom?
Yeah.
You guys know it's a goo that gets on you, puts a little guy in your head.
Yeah.
A wet surprise?
It's a, you know what?
Oh, it is a wet surprise.
Some will say that Venom is perhaps the wettest surprise in all of comics.
Yeah.
Our miniseries is about a D-list Spider-Man villain named Boomerang. He's kind of a scuzzy Kenny Powers kind of villain.
Who already existed prior to
Who already existed, yeah, not a new guy. This is a kind of fan favorite Spider-Man, deep cut scumbag. And so, yeah, we, our story supposes, what if he gets one of these alien symbiote goo wet surprises? And he has to go on a little kind of intergalactic adventure to get the symbiote home to its home planet. So if you're not up on Marvel continuity, do not worry. It's not super homework heavy. If it just sounds fun to you, if you like the kind of weirder Spider-Man villains, it's a ton of fun. Just tonally, it's a little bit Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a little bit Thor Ragnarok. That's kind of what we're shooting for. And if you want all 5 issues delivered to you, signed by me, you can go to bit.ly/goofriends. That's good friends without the D. bit.ly/goofriends. And you pre-order all those issues from a great store here in LA called Collector's Paradise. They'll ship them out to you, or you can just pre-order it at your local comic shop. And hey, I mentioned Predator Bloodshed, the what if the Predator got loose at Mortal Kombat in continuity Predator story. The trade collection of that you can pre-order at bit.ly/bigdangfight. bit.ly/bigdangfight. That is also signed. That is also delivered to you through Book Soup here in LA. So,
lovely store.
Both these links, you're supporting cool indie shops.
Yeah.
You're getting signed copies. They're getting delivered to you. This is cover price, people. You're not paying a premium.
It's amazing.
This is all cover price. bit.ly/goofriends. bit.ly/bigdangfight. Okay.
And if people want to follow you on social media?
They should. Check me out on the Blue Sky. Check me out on the Instagram, and nothing else.
Great.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me. This is so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Really fun to spend a couple hours with you. And as I said, I've been listening to you for a very long time, and it really is an honor to have been on your show and to have you on this one.
Thank you. Thank you. This is fun.
So,
yeah. Come back anytime you want.
Oh, thanks.
We will
get
into the horror list.
We should have you guys on Free with Ads sometimes. We should do a horror movie. That'd be fun.
We would.
I would love
to do
that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love when Tubi takes the wheel.
Tubi, you crazy. That's what I say every time I turn that thing on.
Everybody at home, let Tubi take the wheel tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Leighton Night is produced by Brian Wecht and Leighton Gray. Sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/Leighton Night. Follow us on Twitter at Leighton Night, on Instagram at Leighton_Night, or email us at leightonnight@gmail.com.